Welcome to the world of unstoppable machines, roaring chainsaws, and fearless lumberjacks. This is where giant trees fall and raw lumber is transformed. Let the logging action begin. Welcome to Sawmasters. In the snow-covered forest, where icy winds whisper through bare branches and the ground lies hidden beneath a thick white blanket, a lumberjack prepares for a powerful moment. He stands firm in the snow, gripping a sharp chainsaw with practiced confidence. No words, only the growl of the machine and the bite of steel into frozen wood. The blade carves deep, the solid timber cracks with sharp echoes piercing the winter silence. In mere seconds, the massive tree begins to tremble, tilts slightly, and then crashes down with finality. A thunderous sound rolls through the forest, a declaration that man and steel still reign, even in the harshest cold of nature's domain. In the middle of a rainy forest, the roar of the MS-362 chainsaw breaks the silence. A skilled worker cuts through the tall pine trees with precision and power. As the rain drips steadily from the leaves, the tree falls smoothly to the ground. Despite the wet and slippery conditions, the operation continues with focus and determination. This is timber harvesting in real working weather, raw, tough, and real. In the dense and quiet forest, a worker wearing a hard hat faced a huge tree trunk, then started the chainsaw. The sound was loud. Each cut was decisive. The saw blade was deeply cut into the solid wood. Sawdust flew up. After a few tense minutes, the tree trunk began to shake, tilted and fell into the deep forest with a loud bang. at a vast timber yard where giant logs lie like fallen titans. The chainsaw roars to life. Its razor-sharp blade bites into the largest log, each cut precise, powerful, without hesitation. In mere seconds. Crash. The giant falls, clean and swift. There's no room for mistakes. This is the Before us stands a massive tree towering, unyielding. The lumberjack approaches, gripping his razor-sharp chainsaw. It roars to life with force. Each cut is clean, deliberate, carving into the tree's heart with surgical precision. On the opposite side, a wedge is hammered in, each strike echoing like a war drum. Tension builds, until finally, crack. The mighty tree collapses, crashing to the ground like a fallen titan. A perfect coordination between the roaring chainsaw and the powerful strikes of the hammer against the wedge. The saw screams, the hammer thunders, like two instruments harmonizing in a symphony of force. In mere moments, the massive trunk gives way. With a thunderous crash, the tree falls, marking humanity's precise and powerful triumph over nature. In the middle of the forest, the worker wore protective clothing. He turned on the saw blade roared. Shards of coal flew out with a powerful cutting force. Black sawdust floated in the cold wind. Amidst the ashes, the image of the worker appeared full of courage and determination. The chainsaw screams with a cold edge. In seconds, the blade tears into the log. No hesitation, just one decisive cut. The timber snaps and crashes down with force. narrow, muddy paths. Its engine roars as the wheels grip the ground tightly, and each massive log shakes with every challenging move forward. Tractors carrying logs follow each other down steep slopes through tight, sharp turns to transport the logs to their destinations. A convoy of heavy-duty trucks carrying massive logs rumbles down the road, heading toward a remote logging site in Suriname. Dust trails behind each vehicle as they push through the rugged landscape on their timber hauling mission. A truck carrying large logs was going down a long, steep slope, the engine roaring, sending clouds of dust billowing behind it. A truck loaded with what is crossing a steep slope, the roar of the engine showing its superior power. As one of Peterbilt's most iconic truck models, the 359 features a powerful engine, a sturdy chassis, and an optimized suspension system. Even when hauling tons of timber over treacherous terrain, it delivers consistent and reliable performance.